Hello, everyone. You are live with Jonathan Maness, aka the One Leg Bandit. And today is a wonderful Wednesday. We've made it halfway through the week. Had a great week with a lot of partners on here this week, just expanding knowledge to everyone and lifting everybody up. Today is an excellent stream. We have one of my partners, Nature Sources, with me, and Dr. Julie Gatza. I'm going to show you a quick video, and then we'll be back both live. Hello, Dr. Gatza.
Hi, Jonathan.
Thank you so much for taking your time today, being here with Maness Veteran Medical and letting everyone know about Nature Sources' wonderful products.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Well, thank you. If you would, Dr. Gatza, just go right ahead and jump in and tell us a little bit about yourself and what we're looking at here today.
Okay. Well, I've been a chiropractor for almost 30 years. And the thing that we found when we first started practicing, my husband and I, was we were running short or falling short of really being able to treat a lot of the chronic problems. And when we did a lot of research and sort of threw everything out the door and really took a good look, we found that digestion had pretty much everything to do with really getting people back on track. That includes all the chronic disease, that includes all the frustrating problems that people will run to the doctor for. And when you address the digestion first and foremost, now you can get to the source of doing all the other things that actually do work. So chiropractic works a lot better when you fix the digestive system, and so did all the other irritating and chronic problems that people were throwing medications at.
Well, I know this, Dr. Gatza. When I'm at the VA, one of the main things that I hear when you're sitting around, you're waiting to do blood draws, you're always talking to the veterans. A lot of the veterans are having a hard time breaking down food, processing food. And I said, Maness Veteran Medical is going to find the solution for this. And luckily, I was able to get with Nature Sources and their arrayment of wonderful products out there. And, I'm looking forward to sharing this because all the VA procurement officers and people that from FSS that's on my LinkedIn is now going to get to see this firsthand. So again, thank you for your time with that. Tell me a little bit about some of the products that we have there at Nature Sources. We can start with Absorbaid first.
Great. Well, Absorbaid is a high quality digestive enzyme. And what that actually means is it has all the different types of enzymes to break down the different foods that anyone will consume. I would say about 90% of the patients that I've seen over the years have a problem with digestion. So we aren't making enough enzymes personally. We aren't able to break down our foods. Our food source isn't as great. We're eating junky things. We're sort of sold the whole, package that, eating fast food is going to be fine. It's not. And people are unhealthy, children are healthy, people are gaining weight and don't have energy and hormonal imbalance and digestive problems of all sorts. And the real source is the fact that we're not making enzymes, and we do need to actually correct that. So the Absorbaid has all the very basic enzymes that break down proteins and carbohydrates and fats and vegetables, including dairy products. But not all vitamin companies are made the same. So this company I'm thrilled to work with because they make the best that I can find. And when people add these digestive enzymes to their meals, they are able to get more nutrition from everything that they're eating. So they can wring more nutrients from the proteins and the carbohydrates. And when a person actually has nutrition in their bloodstream, this is how we feed our body and get healthy. It's a very simple concept, but it's one that's sort of overlooked because if you have a symptom, you're throwing some digestive aid at it. You're throwing, all the over-the-counter different things that people can do to handle whatever their symptom is. But it's a heck of a lot smarter to get the enzymes in, digest your food, and now you have health.
Well, how long is it taking to actually see some results? Once you start, what's your feedback on how long it takes from the day you first start taking Absorbaid until you start actually feeling a difference?
It can be one meal. So somebody can be suffering from digestive problems such as heartburn or gassy or bloated. They take these enzymes and, they turn around the next day and go, do you really think it was what I took? And I'm like, really? Did you change anything else? So, it's a 30-year of giggling about when people take a high quality digestive enzyme like the Absorbaid and they turn around and they wonder if it was just coincidence that they were better from it. So it just adds something that the body should be producing. We're not doing that as well as we need to, and we need a little bit of help. There's a lot of supplements that I've recommended people take over the years, and some people don't want to swallow the vitamins, they don't want to take them, they don't want to spend the money, and they say, well, what's the most important thing that I could take overall? And it is the Absorbaid, because it's going to wring all the nutrients that you can from your food. Thus, you'll get the most every single time that you're preparing a meal and then consuming that meal.
Outstanding. Again, back to the veterans. A lot of times, veterans get in a rut. They're eating bad things. They're unhealthy. And if you bring it back to square one, sometimes, and you take care of your health, just like yesterday we was talking about with another partner. If you take care of your health, if you eat right, and really look at what you're putting in your mouth, you can fix a lot of problems. And that's why Absorbaid, I know, is one of our biggest sellers, and it is on the FSS schedule. So anybody out there that's wanting or wants to try it, just ask your primary care doctor. We'll get it out to you, or just email us and we'll help you get that taken care of. So anything else you'd like to expound upon as far as Absorbaid goes? Yeah,
well, you just mentioned a point. Not everyone wants to follow the perfect diet. Not everyone wants to just, turn over a new leaf and just say, all right, that's it. I've been eating junky and, I'm prepared to change my whole life and, become healthy. Well, some people have habits that die hard and they don't really want to change this. So when they take digestive enzymes like the Absorbaid, even when they're eating poorly, they're still going to get the most nutrients that they can from the maybe not perfect meal. But it's a heck of a lot better to get those nutrients from that type of a meal. And then if you are going to, more days of the week, eat healthier, you're going to get more nutrients from that. Gassy, bloated, indigestion, heartburn, constipation, diarrhea, colicky kids, gassy animals even. When you put Absorbaid in, these are the things that are actually handled because of the fact that you're digesting your food. And everything else I just mentioned is generally the body saying, no, we didn't digest what you just put down, or you just put in. So it's either you're eating incorrect foods or you don't have the enzymes in your body to break those down to get the nutrition from it. So your body's giving the symptoms that I just mentioned.
Well, one thing I've definitely noticed in 2021, due to COVID and everybody being locked up in their house and having to be on the computer a lot now, people are paying very close attention to what they're eating and to health right now. Everybody that I speak to really is trying. It's not just a New Year's thing. I mean, people are really looking at what they're doing now. And anybody that's out there that's listening right now, these products we have seen outstanding results with. And we just, if you want to try this product, Maness Veteran Medical will send you a sample. We will do whatever you need. So if you're feeling these symptoms that Dr. Julie is talking about right now, try something different. You got to give things a chance. Reach out to us. We will be glad to send you samples to try anything you would like there as far as Absorbaid goes.
That's excellent, Jonathan. And keep in mind, anytime you have a symptom, your body is basically saying, listen, we aren't breaking this down. Something's wrong. There is no normal gas. There's no normal digestive problems. There's no normal heartburn. It's only a symptom that your body is saying something's wrong. We didn't break down these foods. We're letting you know. Yet the normal traditional medical education is, well, if you've got gas, you take this. If you have heartburn, you take this. If you've got bloating, you take this. And we've all been conditioned to the fact that this is okay and normal. It's not normal. It means what you eat, you don't break down. That's putting stress on the system, and that's keeping nutrition from getting in. And long term of that is, pre-diabetes and skin disorders and arthritic situations and, long-term digestive problems. And it could be handled as soon as you recognize that these symptoms aren't normal. So add these enzymes. They're vegan, they're natural, they're from plant-based. You can give them to, infants, you can give them to elderly. And when you take them also, not with a meal, let's say somebody says, well, can you take too much? Well, you might, on a ridiculous day, take too many when you're being silly. But if you also take these in between a meal, that also breaks down inflammation. So let's say somebody has hand pain, knee pain, back pain. Let's say they've been flying and their ankles are swollen. You can take this Absorbaid and you can put it when there's no food in your digestive system, and it will break down inflammation. It breaks down viruses. It breaks down bacteria. And you can't go wrong with putting this digestive enzyme, the Absorbaid, in.
So basically what you're saying, Dr. Gatza, everybody that's selling all these things for symptoms are just making money off of fixing that symptom. They're not getting to the root of the problem. We're digging all the way down to the basic. What is causing this? And if we fix the problem at the beginning, then we don't have to spend all this money on all these antacids and all this different medication that people are now taking, thinking that they're fixing something, but they're not. They're not fixing it. They are sugarcoating it or just covering it up. This gets to the bottom of the problem.
That's right. And it's, I find it a dangerous way to be educated because, you can open up any health magazine and you can see 6 different medications, and you can, watch TV for one evening and watch 6 different commercials for medications. And what it's basically saying is it's okay to have these problems, but if it was really pared down to what is going on, it's actually dangerous to have these problems and ignore the actual reason for them. So to cover them up with the, regular digestive, helpers or the over-the-counter situation, it basically allows that problem to continue causing health conditions, yet you can get rid of the symptoms and feel fine for each meal. And it's just a big fool.
I hear you on that. So everybody that's out there, again, we've laid it out there. Just email us at the1legbandit at Maness Veteran Medical if you want to try these samples, or you can just definitely type your information into the chat. If you have any questions that you want to ask Dr. Julie while she is on the line, we are wide open here. That's the best thing about this forum in Maness Veteran Medical. We do things the right way every day. We're out there for everybody to see, and we're here to talk to you, to educate you, because most people don't know these things, and that's what I've always been doing from the very beginning. I'm looking for life-changing products, and that's what these products do. So, Dr. Gatza, let's move on to the next product, which is Kolorex. Let's go over some Kolorex and tell us everything we need to know about that product.
Okay. Well, the Kolorex, spelled Kolorex, is it's a candida killer. Let's put it that way. What happens is somebody can have a good balance of bacteria and yeast in their digestive system. And that is a normal dynamic that occurs. So they're in symbiotic relationship and everything's fine. When you've been on even one course of antibiotics, it doesn't wipe out just the bacteria that you were trying to handle from maybe your child's ear infection or the lung infection or whatever was happening. It wipes out all the good bacteria, which allows the yeast to overgrow. Once yeast is overgrown in the system, it starts to crave sugar. And a person can have, unbelievable cravings. They can start to have weight problems and fatigue and brain fog and all these different symptoms that is from what we call candida. And candida is this overgrowth. And these little cells are basic, alive cells that live on sugar, and they continue to tell you need sugar, which is a lot of times why people can't get on a nice, normal, healthy diet. They can't quit the sugar. They think it's just they have no more willpower left. And over the years, when I've been trying to handle a yeast problem, which we have, but it sometimes took anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, which was 100% elimination of the sugars. It was, no fermented food, no fruit, no juices. And it was a real pain that after a while I used to, pretend to put a bubble over my practice so that I wouldn't get any more yeast patients because it was so frustrating to correct. Well, there's this herb from New Zealand. It's indigenous to New Zealand. It's been around for thousands of years, and it actually kills off yeast colonies. It's called horopito. It grows from this bush, and they've capsulated it. And what happens is you take one a day for 30 days, and it helps to put the balance of the yeast and the bacteria back in sync. I've never seen anything like it. I've been using it for years. It's been handling chronic urinary tract infections with people, things that people are running to the doctor for, all sorts of digestive problems, itchy skin, the obvious stuff like yeast infections and toenail fungus, and even herpes symptoms in, when you get them in the lips and the mouth. And the fact is, it's an overgrowth of this candida, and the Kolorex has been wiping it out within 30 days. It's so easy, it's ridiculous. So if you're ever even on one course of antibiotics, or you've ever been on one, which every one of us has been, then get the Kolorex in for 30 days, recolonate this, you'll lose weight easier, you'll have more energy, you'll sleep better, and it simply puts in the balance that you don't have to continue to keep doing.
So I want to ask you this question that's just popping in my head. Would you advise everyone to try this? This is an everyone type product? Is this a niche type product? It seems to me that it's a everyone. I feel that it's worth it a try, you know, compared to whatever else they're throwing down your throat. This is all natural, and every one of Nature Source's products is all natural.
Right.
Correct.
Yes. And, you know, no one's ever brought it up that way, but I guess that's what I would say is it is for everyone to do at least one course, because we do have holidays and junky diets, and we all have gotten off the, you know, normal patterns and ways that we're actually should be eating. And, you know, there is imbalancing happening. So, you know, you have all these weird symptoms that you're thinking, oh, I just need water, or I need this, or I need to clean up my diet. Yes, all that is probably very true. However, you'll give yourself a lot more advantage if you take the Kolorex for 30 days, recolonate what's happening with the system, get that bacteria back into balance, knock out the overgrowth of the yeast. And now it's not like trying to roll uphill with roller skates. You're actually able to successfully get the products that you want from, you know, the actual actions that you're doing.
And this is one of the things that is shocking to me. You would never think about that, Dr. Gatza. I mean, normal folks would not think that this could be a problem, much less know to look for the solution. So again, we're educating folks right now. If you've ever had any of these symptoms, it could be something like this that you need to find out. Now, good doctors will get you there, but you may not know that. So I'm glad that we're bringing awareness to everyone. And please, if you don't mind, everybody that's listening, go to Jonathan Maness on YouTube and subscribe and share this out. I tell everyone this. You know, you may not be dealing with these symptoms, but I guarantee you, 1 or 2 arms length away from you, somebody's dealing with it. And the more you get stuff out like this, the better we're able to change lives. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. So any other things you would like to hit on Kolorex, Dr. Gatza?
You know, the one thing that I would say is always have a bottle in your house, because you never know when you are going to have, you know, sick. You never know you're going to need antibiotics, or it's been a stressful scene. You have a, you know, a small surgery. All those things are stressors that actually can wipe out this yeast, or, you know, make this imbalance occur in the body. So I have, you know, Kolorex sitting everywhere, and I have friends and patients and things that will come over and they're like, hey, I'm having this. You know, if you've ever eaten a meal and you're hungry after the meal for something sugary and the meal didn't satisfy you, well, that's, you know, also a symptom that basically says, hey, we need more sugar. We need more sugar. And it's not just you being weak. It actually has to do with these yeasts colonies screaming for more sugar because they survive with the sugars.
Well, right now, something just popped in my mind. I have to say this. So Nature Sources is an outstanding partner of mine. I handle their products for the VA and DOD, but I want anyone that's listening right now to, whatever way you have to get it, try this product. Dr. Gatza, where would you tell everyone that's listening to go out and find the product, other than the website that we put up in the chat? You can definitely get there, but where else can you look to get Nature Sources products?
At a better health food store will often have those. So you can find the Kolorex, the Absorbaid. They also have a 1-800 number that you can call, which is 1-800-827-7656. And if you mention the code radio, also I would say mention your name. They get, you know, 20% off their first order, and it's kind of a no-brainer. It's easy. It's a very affordable. It comes in different forms as far as the Absorbaid, and you really can give it to your dog. I mean, your dogs are just as important as a family member. So, you know, there are dogs that have digestive, you know, problems and, you know, gassy, and the dog food isn't even as healthy as it could be. So you put these enzymes in, and now you're getting more nutrition every time your animal will eat.
Outstanding. Yes. So anybody that reaches out via email or those methods, we are definitely going to take care of you. So let's move on. There is another product from New Zealand, I believe, as well. It's called BIOHONEY. Let's touch base on that.
Well, honey has been around as far as in the Egyptian tombs. It was found that it was buried with the Egyptians, and that honey is still edible. So honey does not go bad. Honey has properties that you would never know. I know we've all grown up with honey, and we've, you know, had it in the honey bear and put it on our cereals or toast or whatever, or even our teas. But honey has the properties of helping with the immune system. It does have the ability to basically be in place of taking things like antibiotics. You can do honey in teas. Honey will help out with gingivitis and cavities, funny enough. You can put it on your toothbrush. But this honey is called Manuka honey, and it's from New Zealand. And I'm so impressed. I was using it. I had no idea the actual power of the Manuka honey. And when I started to understand this product and I saw the regular stuff, Manuka, that's been sold in stores around here, there's a very huge difference in the rating of the potency. And I was thinking, well, why is this expensive? Why is this bigger and cheaper? And the potency was so much better. It was unbelievable. So I've had a patient that came in that had third-degree burns, and she had no insurance. She didn't want to go to the hospital. We put this Manuka honey on her arm, and within 3 weeks, she actually has no scar. It was completely healed. And I've seen the muffler burns from motorcycles. I've seen, bites and cuts and different things like that. You can use the Manuka for. You can put it in your tea. You sleep better. It just has invaluable amount of properties that it makes me happy when I get to talk about the Manuka, because it's so natural. It's so supporting, a company that supports the bees and our earth and the environment. And it's really, they hang their hat on being natural, clearly, and something that every one of us should switch over to, even if it's just a daily maneuver of taking a tablespoon to keep our immune system balanced and healthy.
Well, thank you for that description. And here towards the end, I may do a share screen here and go through Nature Source's website and kind of show the products, and share with everyone. But what I'd like to do now, Dr. Gatza, let everyone know a little bit about yourself, your practice, what you have going on, and if they need to reach out to you, how they can get in touch with you. Okay?
Sure, certainly. I've been a chiropractor for 30 years this April, and my specialty has been treating chronic problems. So things that people were frustrated, they've been everywhere. I'm kind of the dead-end chiropractor that they ended up coming and saying, well, I don't believe you're really going to help me, but I have no other choice. And we changed their diet. We put them on the proper nutrition. We threw away the things that didn't work consistently with patients, and the things that did work, we kept in, and we haven't really changed much in 30 years. So, I'm thrilled to be a sponsor for this company, because there really are just a handful of very good nutritional companies in this country. And a lot of things, have beautiful labels and beautiful things that look like they're in their ingredients, yet the actual quality hasn't been put forth, and there's no way to tell that from a label. So when I met this company owners, I was really thrilled, because we had, walked a similar path and knew a lot of the similar things. And when I found out what it was that they specialize in, I went, oh my goodness, I'm your girl. This is, things right up my alley for years and years that I've been talking about and treating successfully. And now I have a company that, had three major, components that I could talk about, for hours with patients, with anybody that's interested, because I believe and I've seen such great results from what they do.
And everybody, just so you know, in the chat, Dr. Gatza's email is there. She'll gladly respond to any emails that you might have. So if you want to get even more specific on any individual line here, you can definitely reach out to her via email. Okay. So, Dr. Gatza, before you go, anything left that you want to hit on? We got an open floor here, and I want to make sure that we hit all the topics.
I mean, the best thing that I would say is, take a real good look at the fact that whether you were educated this way or not, I was lucky to be a third-generation chiropractic kid. So, we put a lot of emphasis, or my mom did a lot on, eating correctly and taking nutrition and going to health food stores when they were ugly and they didn't smell good, and there was no real joy in going to a health food store. And so I've been raised with, a very lucky way of being brought up. And it's so fortunate that I've come across these products, but the fact is, everything has to do with what type of food are you eating? How are you getting that food into the digestive system? And how are you helping to build your immune system so it can fight anything that's occurring?
Well, Dr. Gatza, thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day today, and I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. It's been a thrill. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you. So everyone, that was Dr. Gatza, and we're talking about all the Nature Sources products. And, you know, again, I can't stress enough, Maness Veteran Medical cares about what we're doing. We really do strive every day to go out and make connections, not just any connection. We can sell anything in the world. Everybody calls us and like, hey, I want to partner with you. I know what you're doing. I know you're doing the right thing. But we pick and choose who we partner with because we look and see what they're doing with the facts, you know, and are they changing people's lives? Is it a great product? And I stand behind Nature Sources wholeheartedly. So I'm going to try and do a share screen here real quick to see if I can get this to work. 1 second. All right, so I just wanted to show you some of the products here, you know, that you can see. Let's see here. We got the Absorbaid, Kolorex. This is what they look like. And you know, it's sold everywhere. Whole Foods, eBay, Amazon, Albertsons. You can find it anywhere. My main goal right now is just making sure that anybody that wants this product can reach out there and get it. So definitely check out naturesources.com. It's got the shop there, all the health needs, all the brands. We can click through. So if you need anything, go ahead and reach out and call me, and we'll make sure that you have any questions you might need answered. All right, so I'm back now. But anyway, thank you, everybody. Tomorrow, I believe, is a day off. Friday, I have image monitoring here, and you know, another just amazing product. I don't even want to dig into it. I just love sharing these things with you. Image monitoring is just good. They're going to do a little demonstration. All my VAs and DODs that's out there that's currently buying the product or going to be buying the product, you're going to get to see this firsthand. So I'm excited about that. And next week, I have Yan Caddy going to be here. And also, I am trying to schedule MindTech. And I've been talking about MindTech for a long time. MindTech is just an amazing product. What it does is, if you've had a stroke or a brain injury, it can actually retrain your body to utilize your arms, your upper body, and just get a little bit of sense of life back into you and build your muscles up. You know, after you have a stroke, sometimes you can't do anything. And by retraining the brain, it definitely changes lives. So I'm excited about that. Looking forward to scheduling them in the near future. And I still want to get Braze Mobility on here because Braze is an outstanding story as well. But we're going to continue to do partner talks. We're just looking forward and just so happy with all the partners and everything that we've been able to do. We're changing people's lives. I'm helping people gain federal contracts. If you look at my YouTube channel, so many people are reaching out to me for help and support, and I love doing that. So many good partners are coming our way, and I'm just so thankful for what LinkedIn Live has been able to provide for me at Maness Veteran Medical. I know I keep telling people it's hard fought. I fought for 2 years to get LinkedIn Live, but again, I'm so thankful for that. Now, look, we got a lot to look forward to. This weekend is the Super Bowl. So, you know, Super Bowl is going on down in Tampa. I'm going to do a football talk this weekend. I do that to clear my brain. I love it. You can't always be business. I mean, I'm business 99% of the time, but you got to take a little bit of a break, and we've got to just relax a little. So I'll be doing a football talk as well. But again, anyone looking to grow your business or grow yourself as a federal contractor or state contractor, reach out to me. Been doing this for a long time. I've helped my partners make over $1 billion, and that's with a B. So I'm very good at what I do, and I'm very well versed, and I have a lot of answers. And if I don't have an answer, I know how to find it. So I'll get that answer for you. But thank you, everyone, for being here today. And just reach out to me if you have any questions. Again, my email address is the1legbandit at Maness Veteran Medical, and my YouTube is Jonathan Maness. So please follow me here on LinkedIn and subscribe to me on YouTube. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again on Friday. Thank you.